I would rather earn 1% off of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. I believe that thrift is essential to well-ordered living. A friendship founded on business is better than a business founded on friendship. I have ways of making money that you know nothing of. I do not think that there is any other quality so essential to success of any kind as the quality of perseverance. It overcomes almost everything, even nature. After it is all over, the religion of man is his most important possession, more important than even his own life. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. Good leadership consists of showing average people how to do the work of superior people. Every right implies a responsibility, every opportunity an obligation, every possession a duty. Do you know the only thing that gives me pleasure? It's to see my dividends coming in. We can never learn too much of His will towards us, too much of His messages and His advice. The Bible is His Word, and its study gives at once the foundation for our faith and an inspiration to battle onward in the fight against the tempter. The ability to deal with people is as purchasable a commodity as sugar or coffee, and I will pay more for that ability and for any other under the sun. Singleness of purpose is one of the chief essentials for success in life, no matter what may be one's aim. Giving should be entered into in just the same way as investing. Giving is investing. It is wrong to assume that men of immense wealth are always happy. The only question with wealth is, what do you do with it? If your only goal is to become rich, you will never achieve it. I know of nothing more despicable and pathetic than a man who devotes all the hours of the waking day to the making of money for money's sake. Charity is injurious unless it helps the recipient to become independent of it. The way to make money is to buy when blood is running in the streets. The secret of success is to do the common thing uncommonly well. Think of giving not as a duty, but as a privilege. I always try to turn every disaster into an opportunity. I would rather hire a man with enthusiasm than a man who knows everything. Ensure the removal from your mind of all impediments to thorough investigation. The man who starts out simply with the idea of getting rich won't succeed. You must have a larger ambition. A man has no right to occupy another man's time unnecessarily. The day of combination is here to stay. Individualism has gone, never to return. The person who starts nothing, knows nothing, and therefore does nothing. You must lay out half a cent for a towel, and another half cent for soap, so as to clean off the sweat of the day's work. God gave me my money. I believe the power to make money is a gift from God. I believe in the sacredness of a promise that a man's word should be as good as his bond, that character, not wealth or power or position, is of supreme worth. I never would have been able to tithe the first $1 million I ever made if I had not tithed my first salary, which was $1.50 per week. Just because you have wealth, you don't have to have it out for show. Money alone does not bring happiness. It is what we make of it, good or bad. Don't blame the marketing department. The buck stops with the chief executive. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers. You must ever remember that the object of the monopolist is to make money and not to benefit the public. Next to doing the right thing, the most important thing is to let people know you are doing the right thing. The first requisite for success is the ability to apply your physical and mental energies to one problem incessantly without growing weary. The best philanthropy is constantly in search of the finalities, a search for a cause and attempt to cure evils at their source. I chose the path of charity. I will not dwell on the paths of distinction and intellect, which are many, and they are not mine. The impression was gaining ground with me that it was a good thing to let the money be my servant and not make myself a slave to the money. Get rich by taking something common and making it uncommon. If you work just for money, you'll never make it. But if you love what you are doing and you always put the customer first, success will be yours. The common denominator for success is work, hard work. The only thing I'd rather own than Windows is English. Then I'd be able to sue anyone using full stops and commas. We must instill a humble spirit of service and an aggressive spirit of gallantry in our boys and girls. If we, as parents, are not succeeding in this, it is our primary fault. Punctuality is not just limited to arriving at a place at right time. It is also about taking actions at right time. Opportunities come in frequently. When it rains gold, put out the bucket, not the thimble. 90% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate. More money has been made in real estate than in all industrial investments combined. I believe in the dignity of labor, whether with head or hand, that the world owes no man a living, but that it owes every man an opportunity to make a living. Success comes from keeping the ears open and the mouth closed. It's wrong to assume material wealth equates to happiness. The road to happiness lies into simple principles. Find what it is that interests you and that you can do well, and when you find it, put your whole soul into it. Every bit of energy and ambition and natural ability you have. I can think of nothing less pleasurable than a life devoted to pleasure. Singleness of purpose is essential for success in life. I never tried to save a cent. It was more about the excitement of making deals and building a business. Do your duty and a little more, and the future will take care of itself. The most important thing for a young man is to establish credit, to reputation, character. The secret of success is to get up early, work late, and strike oil. Charity is a supreme virtue and the great channel through which the mercy of God is passed on to mankind. It is the virtue that unites men and inspires their noble efforts. Competition is the backbone of American industry.